Thank you for taking an interest in saving sport fishing on Mille Lacs Lake in the state of Minnesota. Our mission is to preserve and improve sport fishing on this lake for this generation and generations to come. This includes the preservation of a way of life for thousands of businessmen and women and their families who prosper directly or indirectly from the sport fishing industry in this beautiful region of Minnesota. Lake Mille Lacs is a nationally renowned destination for sport walleye anglers. But sadly, this fishery is now at an all-time low. The federal government and the Minnesota DNR have allowed the use of gill nets to harvest walleyes in Lake Mille Lacs when these fish are the most vulnerable during their spawn. For 13 years each spring, miles and miles of gill nets have taken 35 to 70 tons of walleyes from Lake Mille Lacs unnecessarily. These fish are no longer an aspect of the subsistence of an Indian tribe which operates a large and very profitable casino. These spawning walleyes are not even given the time to drop their eggs. This is a needless slaughter of fish and their eggs, and it is a clear violation of sound fisheries management. It needs to stop this year before it's too late, before a whole breeding generation of walleyes is gone. We may never be able to rebuild this native population once it has collapsed. Please join us to bring an end to this travesty by forcing the government at both the state and federal levels to do its job, to manage this natural resource responsibly, and restore sport walleye fishing on Mille Lacs Lake to bring it back to its stature as the crown jewel of walleye sport fishing in America. With your help, we can save not only the fishing on Mille Lacs Lake, but other fisheries all over America which are dealing with the same management issue. We need to demonstrate how this can be done right here in Minnesota. Minnesota, as the most famous sport fishing state in the United States, should lead the way. Please join us today. Your contribution is tax deductible. The money will be used to fund our legal challenge to this destruction of this precious natural resource. You can become a supporting member with just a $25 donation. And if you're a business owner whose livelihood is affected by sport fishing, please consider giving more. Together we can save a tradition of fathers and sons, fathers and daughters, and whole families experiencing the thrill of a successful fishing trip here in Minnesota and across this country. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for listening. And please come back to catch up on our progress.